welcome back. If you are returning, thank you so much. If you are new here, my name is Lisa, and I like to do videos on luxury fashion, lifestyle, shoes, handbags, ready to wear, but I do it from a perspective of somebody who is in the middle of her life, as well as somebody who lives in the middle of the United States. So if that's something that might interest you, I would love it if you would just take 1 second and click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. So today's video is a tag video, and I want to very kindly thank Dayle from Dayle's Addiction for tagging me in this. I believe it was originally started by Steph at Hanbagaholic, so I will link both of their videos down below, so check the description box for those. But the video is basically luxury items that you would buy over and over again. And maybe those are items that you have purchased over and over again, or maybe those are items that you only have one of, but that you want to buy more and more of. So just as an FYI, this is the third time I am filming this video, which is so incredibly annoying. The first time I filmed it, there was no sound, and I thought it was because I had forgotten to turn on my mics. Always do a mic test, a sound test before I start a video. I do, a little testing 1, 2, 3 thing, whatever, and I didn't do it that time. And I went to go edit, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? There's no sound. So I was like, oh, I have to film this all over again. So I came back, sat in the chair, tested my mic this time. Everything was fine, went and started filming. And then I don't remember what it was. I think I was getting to the end and I couldn't remember if I had pressed start to record. And so I went back to go see what the last clip was that I had filmed, and there was no sound again. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. So I thought, well, maybe it was just that one clip. I listened to a whole bunch of clips. No. You know what happened? My mic battery died. I needed to charge it. So I think I did turn it on the first time. Anyway, so this is the third time I'm filming this video. So if I seem like I'm kind of over it, it's because I've said the same things now 2 times already, and I'm about to say it a third. Hopefully I'm better at saying it a third time. You think I've gotten enough practice now, right? But before we get into the video, I do want to do a very quick what bag I'm carrying, what's in my bag, and what fragrance I'm wearing today. So today I am carrying, because I have my bags out of storage, my Louis Vuitton Speedy 20 in the monogram. And I do have an aftermarket strap on this. I believe it's from Dress Up Your Purse. Not sponsored, not paid for, no affiliate links, nothing. They don't know I exist. Purchased this on my own, so I will link this down below. So what is in my bag very quickly? My Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder, just throwing those over there. My Hermes Bastia, I believe again in the blue Mykonos. Yes, I have changed out of my card holder, and you'll be seeing this again in a minute, but this is the light blue. I think it was 21P, maybe 21S, I can't remember, but it's the light blue, kind of Tiffany blue with the silver hardware, with the Mona Lisa pocket on the back in lambskin, and my mini pochette accessoire in Damier Ebene, and my little hand sanitizer. And that is what was in my bag. And you can see I do have an organizer from Samorga in it. Stay tuned for an organizer video coming to you soon. So yeah, that was my bag of the day. My fragrance of the day is Colibri Vanilla 28. And this is a great fall fragrance. I mean, you could honestly wear it all year round. I tend to wear it a little more in the fall. I also really like to layer it today. This to me is a pretty moderately priced fragrance. I have quite a few very high-end niche fragrances, and I mean, $300-400 per bottle. This, I want to say, in the big bottle was maybe 100, just around 100. And if you wait for one of the Sephora 20% off sales, pretty good value for money. So Colibri Vanilla 28. All right, so let's get into the video. So I believe, if I am correct, both Steph and Dayle started out with a pair of Fendi shoes. So let's just keep this train rolling, and I'll start with a pair of my own. And those are the Fendi Colibri pumps. And I have them in the classic. I believe this is a style that they carry, all year round. It's not, I guess it would be sort of like a rev piece for them. It's a staple. And it's in the, shorter kind of kitten heel. I don't remember how many millimeters this is. I'm sure somebody can let me know in the description or in the comments below. But it's in, just the classic brown and black mesh with the, kind of the black accents and the silver heel. And, I think everybody's favorite part of these pumps is this super cushy, padded strap that goes around your ankle. It just, you never have to worry about it rubbing. And then you've got this like elastic strap that goes around the front of your foot. So it's uber comfortable. Yeah, so I only have the one pair of these and will absolutely be buying more. I would love the pink pair that Dayle has. I don't know if those were, I have a feeling those were seasonal for spring, summer, so I'm not sure that I could still get those. But I would like maybe kind of a lighter, nudie-ish pair. But I mean, these honestly go with everything from black to brown to camel to nude. I mean, you could wear this with a cream trouser, jeans, honestly, anything. Love these. We'll be buying more. So sticking with the shoe theme, I guess, we're going to go with some shoes that I do have multiples of and I would continue to buy. And given the fact that this is the third time I film this video, I now know what works and what doesn't, and trying to hold up two pair of shoes at the same time doesn't work. So I'm going to hold up one of each. So here you are. It is my Oran sandals in the classic black and the linen kind of inlay that was a limited edition from this spring summer. I believe the color, somebody helped me with the pronunciation in the video where I revealed these, I believe is noisette, if I'm saying that correctly. Sorry, there is a hair that continues to go in my eye. These have been perfect for spring, summer. I've worn them with shorts. I've worn them with dresses. I've worn them with linen pants. I've worn them with cropped jeans. Anyway, just a great, you can see I have clearly worn these a ton. And then my first pair was the black, and this is the classic black with the contrast trim, as you can see, with the contrast stitching, I should say. Again, very well worn, super comfortable. Now, I say super comfortable with a caveat, okay? Let's put a little asterisk for a footnote here. They are comfortable from the standpoint of, me driving to a store, getting out, walking in, doing my grocery shopping, getting back in the car, going to another store, going to Target, getting some stuff there, coming back, maybe even going to the mall, walking around, for an hour or something like that. Am I going to wear these, walking for miles in Paris or in New York? Probably not. I mean, if I'm in New York and I'm walking from, Central Park South down to Soho, probably not wearing these shoes. There's no support in these whatsoever. So, like I said, take comfortable with a grain of salt and just kind of know maybe your limits on how comfortable these are for long distances. I would not wear these for like a full day of sightseeing in a city somewhere. So, but I will absolutely buy another pair. I would love a pair in a bright color. I would love it maybe in, they do have it now out in Etoupe. So I would love it perhaps in that color since I already have kind of a goldy color. I would love them in white. Love Oran sandals. We'll be buying another pair. Let's switch categories now and we'll move into accessories, and we'll do accessories slash SLGs. So let's start with the SLGs because those are a little easier to handle. Those are the Chanel flap card holders. So as you can see, I have three. This was my original one. It is the classic black caviar with the gold hardware. This is an older style that did not have the Mona Lisa pocket on the back, but the inside is the same layout with the, slit pocket in the front and the accordion style, or not accordion, but a gusseted interior. This one is made in Italy. I think the blue one is made in France, and these two are made in Italy. I tend to like this style card holder a little bit better than like the zipped ones or even the flat card holders. I do have several different flat card holders, but not from the same fashion house. So, and actually I do have one from Chanel that I haven't revealed yet. So that one is to come. And then I obviously got the Tiffany blue one. Like I said, I think this is from the 21P collection. I think it's full right now, but I think when I looked, yeah, it's a 31 series. This one does have the Mona Lisa pocket on the back. The green one does too. I don't generally put things back there. Probably the only time I've really put anything back there is when we're in New York and I've got a Metro card and I slip that back there because it's, you know, super accessible. And then obviously the most recent one I got is this one from 22A. This is the really beautiful sort of emerald green in lambskin with the light gold hardware, again with the slit pocket on the back. And there you go. So I do have 3 of those. I will continue to buy them. You know, will I collect 10 of them? Probably not. Could I see myself adding another 1 or 2? Probably. All right, the next thing that I will continue to buy more of, and I do have quite a few of, are Chanel earrings. Now, I know some of you are rolling your eyes and looking at me like, girl, what are you doing buying those earrings? The stones fall out, the pearls fall out, they're just, save your money, put it towards fine jewelry. And I do get that. But in order to get something like these earrings in fine jewelry would be very, very expensive. To get some of these with diamonds or the pearls that I have, from my perspective, would be cost prohibitive, or certainly not the cost of which I would want to spend on them, because to me they're fun and I don't wear them. I wear them frequently, but I would not enough to justify the price in fine jewelry, if that makes sense. The very first pair I ever got are these, and I was wearing them actually in the other 2 takes of this video that I did, but they're the very classic, hopefully I'll do that so it will focus, Chanel, with the crystals, very classic. These are a Rev piece. This is in the silver tone. I don't have any stones missing from these. I've had these for at least 7, maybe 8 years, worn them, multiple times. Like I said, no stones missing. They look great. The next pair I got, I believe, were these, and these were the ones that, like I said, were like $350. So no stones in these. So, clearly if you want to go with the costume jewelry route with Chanel, these would be a great idea. I don't think these are Rev, but they kind of come out with something similar to this, I think, most seasons. These, gosh, again, probably at least 3 years old, but very classic. I would wear them maybe even with this outfit, since it's kind of it's a black background and it's got some yellow and gold in it. But I like these if I'm trying to look classic. I'm wearing something probably with black, and yeah, they're great. They're very light. They sit on the ear. They're, a little bit bigger than those crystal ones, so they, make a good presence. Sorry, I'm obviously wearing some conflicting earrings, but that is pair number 2. I think the next pair I got was these, and I need to hold these up in the right order. These are the Chanel, Chanel little kind of studs that sit, right on the ear. You obviously need to make sure that you put them in the right way so that when somebody's looking at you, they're reading from left to right. Chanel and not Nell Shah. So again, these are crystals. I'm looking at them right now. No stones missing. I've probably had these for a couple years. I think I got them the first season they came out. I believe they're still carrying these. I think they might be Rev now, but again, super, super light. Those of you who are younger, if you're watching my channel, please heed this warning. be very careful of super heavy earrings that you wear because you will live to regret it when you're my age, because it's amazing. Like, I realize that gravity pulls things on your body down, but even your earlobes can sag, and that is super pathetic. So I really have to be careful with earrings. So the next pair I got were these kind of dangle ones. These are probably my dressiest pair that I have, and these are a gold, solid gold with, I can never remember which are. So the little ones have um, the little ones have the crystals, and then the big one on the bottom has pearls. And again, nothing missing. They all look great. These are probably a year, maybe. Not sure if I've had these a full year. I can't remember when I got these. But I've worn them quite a few times. And again, they get knocked against my phone and whatever, and they're great. So highly recommend. And then you all have seen my most recent pair that I revealed on my channel, which are these little hoops with the little hearts that have the CC turn lock. Again, these have no stones, so a great option for those of you who are concerned about losing stones with your earrings. But these are great. Again, super light. They're very easy to wear. They make, a little bit of a presence, and they kind of dangle and move. So especially if you have your hair up, it looks nice because there's some movement to them. So yeah, I really enjoy those. So 5 pair of Chanel earrings, and I would 100% buy another pair. All right, moving into handbags, and we're going to do this sort of from least expensive to most expensive, and I'm going to start with the first one, which some people might say is a contemporary designer. I'm not sure how I characterize that, but this is the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag. This is in the lilac leather version in the mini, and that's the bottom, no feet. And I love this bag. I honestly think that this is one of the most user-friendly bags out there. I mean, if you want a grab and go, especially in a neutral color, where you can throw a water bottle in, not going to be doing that myself. See video to come. um, Personally, wouldn't throw a water bottle in any of my bags, regardless of whether or not I have an insert in it. But you could throw a water bottle in this. You could put your agenda in this. You could put a mini iPad in this. You could put a full-size wallet in this. Your mini pochette, you could probably put a regular size pochette. I mean, you can get a lot in this bag. It's pretty lightweight. I love the fact that it's got the top handles. It also has the detachable, adjustable strap, so you can wear it crossbody, which is how I generally wear it. You can shorten it so you could make it a long shoulder bag. But, again, I think it's a great bag. But I would 100% get another of this size, in the mini size, especially in the leather. Again, I don't know that I buy the mini in the canvas, but I really like the leather. I think it's very good quality. It's great for the price. I want to say maybe it's $3.95. I'll pop the price on the screen after I look it up. I would love this in they do like a caramel color, which I think is beautiful. Probably wouldn't do black just because I have a million black bags, but I think the colors they do are just beautiful. I missed out on the pink that Minnie from Minks for All has, which I just think is beautiful. They had an orange that was out when I got this in New York, and I was very tempted to get that one too, but I bought this and I bought that black travel one, so thought probably that was that was enough Marc Jacobs for the moment. But yeah, I love this bag. Again, super user friendly. Highly recommend. And yes, I will be buying another one. All right, the next bag, as we kind of move up the price list, and we're making a big jump here, we're definitely adding a zero onto the cost of the last one, is the Fendi Baguette. Now I have the traditional Zucca print in the re-edition. So this is the one that has the top handle that is removable, and it's got the shoulder strap that has just the plain FFs on one side and then the Fendi Roma on the other. That is also detachable. So, if you just wanted to hand carry it, you could take this off. You could take off the top handle if you just want to carry it shoulder. Some people, I think if you're very, very small chested and very petite, Could probably crossbody it with this when I do it. It's more like a bum bag, you know, as Cassie would say, a left titty moment. Um, but yeah, I love this bag. And I, I said this in the other 2 times that I filmed this. I don't see this as a monogram. And I know some of you are probably thinking, are you insane? It has F's all over it. But to me, the Zucca print is not really monogram. I don't know why I make that distinction. To me, it's just an overall print. Whereas when I look at the Louis Vuitton monogram, to me, that's a monogram bag. Or even like the Gucci print. I don't know that I see that as monogram as I see that more as a print. Comment below if you think I'm crazy or if you agree with me. But I guess my point is I don't think of this as like, you know, wearing this and you're being all like logoed out and decked out. I just don't see it that way. For some reason, when I think of being logoed out, I think of like the Balenciaga oversized sweaters come to mind, you know, where it says Balenciaga, you know, embroidered in, you know, 20 different directions on this sweater. To me is sort of logo ho. And don't get me wrong, like I'm all for a logo ho moment. Like I have no issue with, you know, saying this is what I'm wearing. I also really appreciate very understated luxury items as well, which, you know, we'll get to a little bit later. But this to me, again, it just screams print. So I love the baguette. I would really, really like to get this in the mini size like Dayle has. Will I sell this if I get the mini? Maybe. I'm not sure, but I would really like the Zucca print mini. So that is definitely on my wish list. I will definitely be getting one of the 25th anniversary baguettes that was just on the runway earlier in September. So stay tuned for whatever that unboxing is. I'm a little concerned though, because I'm on a no buy right now. I'm on Ban Island due to our whole move. And I'm hoping I don't miss out on those. I'm really fingers crossed that I'm not going to miss out on. There's actually like 2 that I really, really want. So hopefully those I will be able to get, but we will see. If I miss out on them, I miss out on them. But I love the Fendi Baguette. I think it's very casual. I do keep an organizer, sorry, in mind, just, you know, to kind of help keep it structure a little bit. Again, I think this is just a Samorga. Yeah, it's another Samorga one. Don't really use it for organization purposes as I do just to, like I said, kind of keep its structure a little bit. But it's a great bag, especially if you have weather concerns, you know, if you're in a location where weather is something you really need to take into account when you're out and about. Again, being somewhere where I basically drive somewhere, I don't generally worry about weather with my bags, but if I was in a city where I was having to walk or take public transportation all the time, this is a great bag to have because you don't have to worry about weather. So the Fendi Baguette, I only have the one right now, but 100%, and hopefully very, very soon, will be adding to my collection. All right, sticking with the Fendi theme, we are going to move to my one and only Fendi Baguette. It's the mini size. It's not the Celleria, because the Celleria is the one that has like the stitching on it, which I love. I did think about getting that. It was between a Celleria and then this version, and I was heavily influenced by this particular version by Melinda at Lux Purse Love. I believe she has this exact bag, and I love it. And one of the reasons why I love it is it has feet. I love the mini size, and while I do like the traditional mini version, I have seen some of those look a little weary, a little haggard after people have had them for a while. I know Melinda talks about her. I think she has the classic mini in the black, and hers looks perfect, like it's never been used, and she takes it, you know, traveling and everywhere, and it looks great. But I have certainly seen a lot of them on Fashion File that look very worse for the wear. So what I liked about this is because it does have this sort of outside glazing, it has a little more structure to it. It's not quite as squishy as the regular minis. And like I said, I love the fact that it has feet because especially with a cream bag, I don't want to be setting this down and it getting dirty all over the bottom. Um, the other reason why I love this particular style is it comes with the thicker shoulder strap and it is also adjustable. So it does have this section in the middle here, so you can make it longer or shorter. I have it set so that I can wear it crossbody, and it comes obviously with these, large rings to attach to it. Or I should say, probably the one negative to this bag is that these do not swivel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that I heard somebody say that Fendi has corrected this, or I shouldn't say corrected it, but changed it so that these now on the Peekaboos swivel, which I think would be great because this you have to like be very careful how you put it on the bag or it's twisted and wonky and it doesn't look great. So, but I do love the fact that it is a thicker strap. The traditional minis, the strap is not quite this thin, but it's maybe a quarter of an inch thicker. And I really like this. I would also love to get an ICU version, like Dayle has the purple one. And I love the structure of that bag. And it's much more structured. It's almost sort of accordioned, and again, I think that would really keep it structured well. Mine is with the gold hardware. Yes, I still have the stickers on mine. And the interior is the kind of suede Zucca print on the interior. And just have some stuffing and the raincoat that's in there. But yeah, I love this. I will wear it kind of buttoned up like this if I wanted it to look a little more undone. I will, undo. I don't want to undo it now, but we'll undo the sort of, I think they're sangles on the side and just kind of let it look a little more casual. I very rarely close the bag. Again, I don't live in an area where I really have to worry about somebody sticking their hand in my bag. I don't take public transportation. I don't, I drive everywhere, so it just sits in the car next to me. But if I was worried, certainly you can, close up, if you have maybe one side, where you want to put your phone, leave it in the back where it's open and you can get to it, but you put your valuables maybe in the front where it's locked or vice versa, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so this is the Peekaboo, the mini Peekaboo. I really, really want the denim Peekaboo from this fall winter season. The last time I talked to my Fendi sales associate about 2 weeks ago, he said there were only 2 left in the United States. And again, because I'm on Van Island, I probably won't get one. So that makes me sad because I really, really wanted that bag. I will be adding another Fendi Peekaboo to my collection, probably in either, if I can't get the denim, probably in either an ICU style or in the Stelleria. All right, we have 2 more bag styles, whatever, to go. And the next one is something that I do have multiples of. I've actually had even more than what I currently have, and that is the Chanel 19 in the small size. This is my most recent purchase. This was the 22C, no, sorry. This is the 22A caramel, and this is the 22C black with the silver hardware. So I got this one first, but before I had this one, I did have a navy one from 21P. So for a while, I had both the navy and the black. And then when I knew I was going to be getting the caramel, finally, I decided to let that navy one go. I will say a little bit of seller's remorse. I don't generally have seller's remorse, and I will probably do a video on bags. I think it's actually on my list of videos to film of bags that I've purchased and sold and why. But I felt like maybe that was too many to have 3 of the same style seemed a little excessive, but I don't have a navy bag in my collection, so I'm kind of missing that. And I just love this style. It is casual, it is easy to carry. I love the top handle. I love that it's got the back pocket and you can fit basically any phone in there. I love the mixed hardware. This one I thought was especially nice. I have so many black bags with gold hardware that I thought getting this in this combination would be the perfect mix. So it still has the mixed hardware on the strap. Instead of having gold on the turn lock and gold on the handle, it has silver, and they started doing this option in 22C. So it's just a great, it ends up being a very casual bag to carry. I tend to carry mine either by the top handle or crossbody, but it's just a great bag. Hence the reason why at one point I almost had three. This obviously is my newest version. So this obviously has the gold hardware and the gold handle. And then again, obviously it's got the, normal strap with the mixed hardware on it. But yeah, both of mine have some organizers in it. This one has a blue one because I think this was the blue that I had in my navy. In fact, I know it was. And then I've got a red one in the black to kind of match. But, I am not a classic flap girl, and I do have a video coming as to, my sort of foray into classic flaps and why I sold my classic flap and why I would warn people about buying a classic flap. But I'm just not a classic flap girl. I am 100% a Chanel 19 girl. I love the casualness of it. I love the fact that I can wear it crossbody. Yeah, to me, the Chanel 19 is probably one of the best bags that Chanel makes, and I will absolutely buy another one. All right, the last item, and very expensive item that I have, is definitely something that I would add many more of if I could. I do hope to add at least one more to my collection, and that is my Hermes Birkin 30. So this, for those of you who haven't seen it, I will link it above. If you'd like to see the story of how I got this bag at the FSH boutique in Paris, it's quite a story, very unique, not probably a story that you've heard before. And yeah, but this is a bag that I will forever treasure. It was a forever bag in my collection. I know for some people, they think that these are like grandma or old lady bags. They think they're ugly. I personally think it's a very classic style. I love the construction of it. I love the quality of it. I think it is a stunning bag. So this is the Birkin 30 in Togo leather in noir with gold hardware. And yeah, so for those who have watched the video, you may remember noir or black was on the top of my wish list. And then number 2 on that wish list was a gold, same size, Birkin 30 in Togo, preferably actually in palladium hardware. I would take it with any hardware. And actually, I think most people prefer gold with gold as sort of the like absolute top of most people's lists, but I actually like the gold better with palladium. I think it just gives it a little bit more of a casual vibe to it. I mean, I think the Birkin in general is a pretty casual bag, right? I'm not going to carry this to a black tie event. I mean, first of all, it's huge. I mean, it's not huge, but it would be bigger than something I would want to carry to a black tie event. And like I said, it's a tote, right? I mean, that's what it's, that's what it's made for. So these are obviously not something that you can just walk into the boutique and ask for. So, it's a little bit different than some of these items on the list that are, for the most part, fairly easy to obtain. Now, certainly with some of the Chanel items, we know that those are not always very easy to obtain. You obviously can't just walk into an Hermes boutique and say, hey, I want a Birkin 30. What colors do you have in the back? So, it may be a while. I am willing to wait for my gold. I hope that I can get it, hopefully in the next 6 months. I would love it, perhaps I would love it if I could get it before my next birthday, but, maybe it won't be until then. But I am willing to wait. And yeah, I love this bag. I think, like I said, I think it's timeless. I think it is very, very understated. there was that tag or video going around about, is the Birkin a status symbol? And I was thinking about doing a video on that, but I think I'll just touch on it here because I don't know if I have enough to say for for a whole video. But at least for where I live, I would venture to guess that if I walked up to 100, we'll just say women for now, in my area and said, "Hey, do you know what this bag is?" They would look at me with like the most puzzling, perplexed look on their face. They would have no idea. I mean, maybe 1 out of 100 would know this is Birkin. So this is not a status symbol to me. I own this bag because I think it's beautiful and I love the craftsmanship. And I think it's just timeless and I will wear it until I, go to the grave. I don't carry this because I want somebody to be like, "Ooh, she has a Birkin. Wow." Like, and, that I might impress somebody. No one in my circle, or frankly, practically no one in my city is going to be impressed by this bag because they don't even know what Hermes is. They don't know what a Birkin is. They don't know anything. I mean, they probably know a Louis Vuitton bag because, again, it's monogram and it shouts, and they've all seen the Neverfull because, a million people have the Neverfull. But, if I had to venture to guess, there's probably no more than 50 people in my city that own an Hermes bag. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but that would be my guess, just off the top of my head. So it's not a status symbol to me at all. I generally, I think unless maybe you are a celebrity, maybe they might think it's a status symbol. But I tend to think that most people carry Birkins because they love them and not because they're trying to impress anybody. At least that's my 2 cents. So yes, another Birkin 30 would be something that I would enjoy. So when it comes, great. I can't obviously force it, but hopefully it will come sometime in the next 6 months to a year. And yeah, that's last on my list. So there you have it, guys. The 9 things that I would buy over and over again and have in some cases bought over and over again. I hope that helps you if, any of these particular items were things that maybe you were looking at buying, and hopefully knowing that somebody really enjoys that item and obviously enough that they have bought it multiple times or would buy it multiple times, helps you in your decision. Obviously, everybody is unique and everybody buys things for different reasons and has different needs. So, obviously it's not an end all be all as to why you should buy something, but hopefully if it's something you are considering, this helps. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you are new here, I would love it if you would just take a moment and click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. I do put out videos 2 times a week right now, usually on Mondays and Thursdays. Sometimes I'm a little off that schedule, so better if you have the notification bell on so that you get notified when I do upload a video. And I would highly recommend, if you are interested in seeing the things that I would love to buy but won't buy because they are part of my fantasy self, I would check out this video over here as a recommendation. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.